Hey everybody, it's Peter Tusick, brand ambassador of Blindness Products for Humanware, coming at you with another snapshot tutorial video on the Brailiant BI-X series. And in particular, we're going to be looking at how we configure our language profile on the Brailiant BI40X. By default, as we just selected our language in the previous video, so if you need to refer to that, the overall description and powering up, you can certainly do so. But by default, your Braille grade will be in uncontracted Braille when you first get your unit up and running. So we're going to do this from the main menu. Considering that we are working in uncontracted Braille, I will show you how to configure the profile. And for this demonstration, we will be setting it into contracted Braille. We will be choosing UEB contracted Braille as our Braille code. I'm currently on the main menu. I am going to press O with space to go to my options menu. And again, that's a global command. So we are going to press O with space from anywhere, and we will be brought to our options menu. Regardless of where your focus may be, we want to press now the letter B to move focus to the Braille profile option. So again, we're going to press the letter B until we find Braille profile, and I'm going to press enter. At this point, the Braille profile that is selected will be underlined on your Braille display. And this will be, the name of this profile at first will be default. This is your default Braille profile. If you do not have this in focus, you can press your next thumb key or your space bar until you locate that default profile, and it will be underlined. And again, underlining meaning it is shown with dots 7 and 8 underneath it on the Braille display. What happens is when we find this profile, we're going to press M as in menu, M with space. M with space, and that is going to bring up our context menu where we have a number of options relating to the profile that we currently have selected. The first option is delete Braille profile, and if I press my space bar, I will find the configure Braille profile option, and that is what I want. So I'm going to press enter on this configure Braille profile option. The first place I'm going to be put on is the screen, or the option that I am placed on is the profile name option, and you will be in an edit box with your current profile name underlined or selected. So you can type in a new name if you would like. You can certainly call this anything, or you can just leave it as default. So I'm going to press enter. And the next option I will see is Braille grade. Now again, followed by my current selection. Currently, following the words Braille grade, it says uncontracted Braille. If I want to switch this to contracted Braille as my preferred sort of Braille grade here, I can press enter, and I will have two choices, either uncontracted Braille, or if I press my next thumb key, contracted Braille. So I'm going to press enter on contracted Braille. Now I will see that it says Braille grade contracted Braille. And if I press my next thumb key, I will see something that says computer Braille table. And again, I need to determine if I want to change this. Right now it's set to English US. If I press enter, I will be placed in a list of computer Braille tables. I would use my spacebar, my next thumb key, to navigate that list and press enter on my computer Braille table that I would like to use when computer Braille is required. If I press my next thumb key again, I will have the ability to set my uncontracted Braille table. Again, you do want to set this because you can switch Braille grades on the fly with the backspace and G command globally. So you're able to use backspace with G to move between contracted, uncontracted, and computer Braille. So again, if you'd like to change your uncontracted Braille table, you would press enter here and look through the list of uncontracted Braille tables that are available and select the one that you would like. I'm going to press my next thumb key again though and find my contracted Braille table option. And again, this is set to UEB Duxbury grade 2. If I want to change this, I can press enter, and I will be placed in a list of contracted Braille tables, locating the one I want, pressing enter on it, and then that will be set. Now, the last option in this list, if I press my next thumb key, is the save configuration. So I'm going to press enter on save configuration. My unit will save the configuration. And now if I tap my home button and return to the main menu, you will notice that the word terminal, which is the first option in my main menu, is going to have the ER sign contracted because I have switched this to a contracted Braille table. I've switched it to use that as my preferred Braille table. Remember, at any point in time, you can press backspace with the letter G to move your unit between contracted, whatever your contracted Braille table is set to, your uncontracted Braille, or your contracted Braille. Keeping in mind that when you were in computer Braille, if you press backspace with G, you will simply make an uppercase G. So you need to add space to that command to make it move out of computer Braille and then continuing to cycle you through contracted or uncontracted with that backspace and G command. Again, another very short Braille sort of snapshot tutorial video on our new Brailiant BI40X.